So nãy mấy chị làm cái program for the year, cái priority, we got to look at work schedule, and then we pick out camping week, and then we had to reserve the camp. Some of the camp we reserve, like the last camp we just did, we reserved like 8 months in advance, right? Because it's always booked, the good camp. Unless you keep going back to Lake Houston every day, every camp. It gets really bored for the child, right? And for the adult too, right? So get reservation for camp like 8 months in advance, right? So that's why once we book the camp schedule for the whole year, it's set. Okay, and that's what I recommend. And purpose of going outdoor level 1. Start điều đoàn á, mấy em mới á, 5 em, 18 em, doesn't matter. Mình phải assume they don't even know how to brush their teeth without you telling them. They don't know how to drink water without you getting water for them. Mình phải assume like they don't know anything. Okay, that's how you stay safe. Okay, so very, very simple. Just take them camping 1 night or 2 nights. Don't make it too complicated. Just have fun, relax, have campfire, eat good food, do a little hiking. Right? Get to know them, understand them. Understand đứa nào complain nhiều, đứa nào physically fit, đứa nào thông minh, right? Đứa nào want to be the leader, đứa nào trốn in the back, don't want to do anything, right? That's level 1. Identify each child personality and characteristic. Okay? Put down a note. Okay? Now you create a development program for each child as you go camping. What you want them to improve. You talk to the parent. What does the parent want the kid to improve? Right? Now you know their base already. Now it could take 2 camps, 3 camps, just to finish level 1. I mean, I'm not very smart, so sometimes it takes me like 4 or 5 camps to figure out what the kid's basic personality characteristic is. Then I go talk to the parent, ask the parent what you want us to work on, right, at each camp, right? And that's pretty much it. The purpose of going outdoor and camping, right? Equipment list. I was supposed to print out some equipment list. I do 5 more push-ups for that for everybody. So I have a basic equipment list for individual child and Đoàn camping. So those are Đoàn camping equipment, right? And the basic equipment is very, very simple. I know what I get for my child. I put it down. I know where I get it, how much it costs. I put that in a list. I took a picture. I tell them where to buy it. I want all the kids to have good sleeping bag. Mandatory number 1. A Dow, quick dry, 20-degree. Sleeping bag, not negotiable. It costs $150, not negotiable. If they can't afford it, I usually don't push it. We go get it for them, right? And we'll sponsor them, right? Because without a good sleeping bag, they don't sleep well. They can't recover. Very, very important, right? Wait. Go back to the other one, right? And so, sleeping mat. I use a military sleeping mat, very, very cheap, $20. But it's indestructible. It's used as a flotation device when we go swimming, right? You can sit on rock, gravel. It doesn't damage. I do not get the air one for the kids because they destroy. I have air ones because I don't destroy mine. But when I go camping with a kid, I use the military pad, right? So we don't have a. Oh, I thought it was on the other slide. Anyway, equipment list right here, right? And then Đoàn equipment, right? Đoàn equipment is like big stove để nấu cho Đoàn ăn, right? So mấy em là người nấu cho Đoàn ăn. Tại Đoàn chỉ 16 em thôi, right? And so they cook for them. It's easy for them to cook when we train them. So Đoàn equipment, kayaking, trailers, like simple Đoàn equipment. And when Đoàn equipment á, mấy em lớn á, Hà, với thiếu lớn á, they take care of Đoàn equipment. Okay. Key thing again, go back to camping. Got to set your camping. Our goal là minimum like 16 nights a year outdoor. 16 nights a year outdoor. Okay? That's a goal. That's ideal. When you start out, you're still learning, 10 nights a year is good enough. Okay? And we have to have a compromise somewhere. Then you're comfortable going outdoor, which is, they want to, but they're not comfortable. So even the adult have to train themselves. Baby step.
16 night này không phải là 2 tuần. It can be 2 weekends here, 2 weekends there.
Yeah.
So ideally là 5 weekend với một cái long term camp.
Yeah.
Có thể mùa hè đi một cái long term camp.
We have a 2-week road trip without, driving. We don't have a schedule built yet, but we're going in July. Yosemite, Zion, and those are considered night because we don't sleep in hotel. We sleep in a parking lot, right? Rest area, right? We're running it. Right, so that's why you parent can't keep up with it. But these are a trip of a lifetime for the child, and that's a long road trip. Right, we're doing this July. Nhưng mà cái equipment list, without it, you can't really do anything else. It's not safe. Winter camp, I heard somebody want to go, I take it winter camp and hunting and stuff like that all the time. Without that $150 in the bag, I get scared taking the kid out. They might get hypothermia because I can't get the tent. I don't know they get hypothermia or not. So I have to have that $150 sleeping bag for the kid. It sounds expensive, but when you go swimming club or you go football team, right, it costs more money to get all the gear for the kid. But that sleeping bag is must have because you can't do a lot of camp without it. Okay? Equipment list, then go back to Đoàn. Tent, we buy tent for everybody. Everybody mới, phụ huynh mới, they pay what called tent fee. It's like $20 for a kid. They never have to worry about tent. Đoàn take care of the tent. Right? I don't like that personal tent. I just get a 4-person tent. 5 kids can sleep in it. 5 small kids, and 4 kids sleep in it. Right? Game and challenge. This is important for the outdoor program. Any game that we do, right, is supposed to be fun, but it has to have a purpose. And one of my purpose is observation. I always revert back to observation. Doesn't matter what game I do, as long as it's kind of fun, kind of challenging, kind of scary, right? Or at least seem scary. You know, get purpose like the quick get stress, demand something new. And you get harder and harder and harder as the skill get better. Right now, I cannot climb faster than 13 years old. They can climb much better than I. Right? There's kids that can swim much better than I because they're in a swimming team. Right? But I still challenge them. Now I swim deeper water, longer, because I know they can handle it, but mentally they still can't do it. Like last camp, right? 2 boys can't keep up with an old man swimming across the lake because it's in their mind, right? They swim faster than you, but we're training the mind. But that's very advanced. Don't go to that level yet, right? We still go back basic. So get challenge, get game and challenge. Every game has to have a purpose. My main purpose is observation, right? A child learns to observe life, outside and inside, is very, very important. Because they have to observe their ability compared to the adult or to another person. That observation is very, very important for a child. We only have a couple hours a weekend with them and a few night camp with them a year. We don't have a lot of time to train them. So we have to condense everything in that particular camp. And it's very simple. If they walk out that camp, the way I measure a good camp is when we drive them home, they sleep in the back of the car, that's a great camp. It's so simple matrix. You take children to camp, you drive them home, they sleep in the back. That's a good camp. Okay? Because they're tired, they're physically stressed. And they have to sleep on the way home. Right? That's how I measure a good camp. But the challenge is really important.
So better awake the next time you have to increase the distance.
Pretty much, and I'm not joking about that one. Right? Because now I know that, okay, that camp is too easy for them. So we have what called relaxed camp. Right? Like we come back from COVID, I have a called friend relax camp, so không có làm gì challenge it. But they told me I tricked them. Like nó siêu mad, right? Because I was watching their boredom. As they bored, right? We do more stuff, right? And so, nếu mà nó ngồi đó nói chuyện với nhau á, thân mật với nhau, I leave them alone. So my schedule is very flexible, right? I have what I want for that camp to do, right? Nhưng mà I watch the kid and the adult, and then I make changes based on how bored they are, right? And then I make it more challenging, right? So it seems hard, but it's actually very, very easy. Just observe mấy em thôi, right? And observe mấy người lớn. Are they bored or not? If they're not bored, they still có thân mật á, and let them be, right? Nhưng mà cái mission của cái camp á là to create some sort of a stress, which is a challenge, through a game, right? And it could be one game for the whole camp. You don't have to have 10 games for the camp, right? I mean, that becomes just a quick impression, right? Any question on these? And anybody who wants to start Đoàn, contact me. I'll send out the camping equipment for the kid and the child. It's a little bit old. I haven't updated yet, so I don't know how much the cost is now, because we started being done 4 months ago, so those were the price 4 years ago. Right? That's pretty much it.